Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is Mr.Patches XXX, your friendly god fanboy, and today I kind of have a commentary. My last video I asked you guys what kind of video did you want me to do next. It's kind of something I've done on this channel for a while now, and sometimes I get comments telling me what they want, and one of the votes was a commentary. Now there was only one vote basically per subject, so I guess I just get to pick at this point because no one's really commenting. So I'm gonna do a commentary. And instead of doing kind of one of my not crazy, but one of my life stories, funny stories, I think I'd give you guys a chance to know me better. You know me as a YouTuber, know me as a person. So yeah, we're gonna get into kind of a brief overview of my life, and real quick, and then if there's any subjects that you guys want me to touch on further, kind of what I've been through, what I've done, anything that you guys found amusing that you want me to expand on and make some jokes of, I can do that. Just let me know in the comment section, or I can kind of expand it into a Q&A. So yeah, but yeah, here we go. So I was born on June 7th, 1998 in the state of Washington. It's a pretty small state. It's on the very northwest, Pacific Northwest of the United States. With our biggest city, Seattle. Seattle is probably the city that's most associated with Washington. So yeah, that makes me, I'm 17 years old right now, and I know a lot of my videos I talk about being a college intern, and you may have heard me say something about high school. I'll get into that in a minute, and I'll explain to you guys what that is. So anyway, a quick overview. I almost killed myself when I was 4 years old, not on purpose. I tried strapping myself into my own car seat, managed to get a wrap around my neck, and I almost actually blacked out. Thankfully my sister found me, so that was my first brush with death, right? Okay, so that just shows you the kind of what kind of smarts I was packing as a child, right? So and then when I was 4 years old, we adopted my sister Blanca. She was adopted. She's from Mexico, but her parents had recently immigrated to the U.S., and we had adopted her after a tragedy struck their family. That's not my. If you guys want me to expand that story, I'll ask her if it's okay if I tell that story, and then I can explain to you guys what happened if she's okay with it. But as of right now, she's not, so I'm not going to say anything. But anyway, so after we adopted my sister Blanca, me and my family moved to a place called Snohomish. Snohomish is one of the counties in Washington State. It's kind of by Seattle, so I think it's about an hour away, maybe less than an hour. It's about 45 minutes away from Seattle. So we moved. Then we ended up moving back to where I live now, which is the Tri-Cities. It's a fairly it's the biggest. It's the fastest growing. It's one of the fastest growing places in the United States. It's not big. I think it's the Tri-Cities because it's three cities made into one. Basically, our biggest city has about 60,000. No, about 80,000 people. I think 60 to 80,000 people. But we are one of the fastest growing places in the United States, especially in I think we're the fastest growing place in Washington. So I attended middle school and high school. My parents actually ended up getting a divorce in middle school, and subsequently I went through a lot. I had a very, very rough time kind of dealing with all that, a lot of emotional stuff, just your whole 9 yards. If you guys want me to kind of get into that further detail, I can go ahead and kind of talk to you guys about the things that I went through with my family going through divorce. Right before my parents actually filed for the divorce, when I was in the 6th grade, we adopted my next two siblings, Aiden and Imani. We adopted them when they were 6 months old and 6 years old. One of the kids, we don't actually know how old she is, because where we adopted them from Ethiopia, they never actually kept track of her birthday. Her mom forgot the birthday, to be honest. It was a pretty ugly scene down there. But yeah, we adopted them from Ethiopia, which is a country in Africa. So yeah, soon after that, my parents, of course, as I said earlier, got a divorce, and this is when I went into high school. Now, in high school, I was never really popular. I had friends who were very popular. One of my best buddies was probably one of the most popular kids in school. He's a really nice guy. Being popular doesn't make you a bad person, but I just wasn't really one of those popular kids. And so I kind of wanted to get a head start. Actually, because any of you guys that actually know me in person, I want to be a police officer. I wanted to go in law enforcement. And I actually wanted to do kind of like this program that allows you to intern or basically be trained as a junior officer. But I also needed a job at the time because I had some expenses that I needed to take care of. So instead of doing that, I ended up doing this thing called Running Start. Running Start is a program where you attend whatever college is nearby. For us, it was a community college. and I ended up I am still in there actually, but I am attending a community college. And this community, you go to your classes just like a normal college student. You're treated exactly the same as a college student. It's just that you meeting all your required credits, getting all your required credits done at the college. So you take college classes, and the school will say, okay, well, you took these classes, so we'll count that as, say you take like English composition, English composition 1 or English composition 2, which is like English 101, English 102. They'll say, okay, that'll count as your English. That'll take care of your English for high school requirements, and then it'll also go towards your 2-year degree, which is an AA, an Associate Arts and Science degree. That's what a 2-year is normally times. They have like Associate Arts or Criminal Justice AAs, things like that, but your standard, kind of like your plain vanilla one, is Associate Arts and Science one. So that's what I'm doing right now. Not only that, but I also work at a nuclear reactor. It's called, the company that runs it is Energy Northwest. The actual name of the reactor is Columbia Generating Station. That's no secret. This isn't like a breach of national security. Although this thing is heavily guarded, so I would very much try to persuade anybody not to attack this thing, because these guys are like ex-military, ex-SWAT. Like, these are guys you do not want to be messing with. But yeah, so I work at a nuclear reactor right now as an intern out there. I got the job. Interviewed for it. They liked what they saw. Who wouldn't like what they see when it comes to me, right? Yeah. But speaking of being attracted to me, also I started dating my current girlfriend, and I met her at college. She's an amazing girl, love her to death. We've been dating for a year and a half. No, a year and 4 months now. Actually, I think is what it is. It'll be a year and a half in June, and then 2 years in December. So we've been dating for quite a while. So yeah, it's really nice. Let me tell you, the single life is a lot harder than the dating life, or than the not single life, especially when your girlfriend makes a lot of money and doesn't have any bills. She kind of turns into your sugar mama. So I love that. I definitely have a lot of things comped for me, because she's amazing. She doesn't mind spending money on me, and I have bills and don't make as much money as she does. So that's just the way the world works right now. So women are becoming money makers sometimes. You gotta learn to live with that at this point. But yeah, so she's an amazing girlfriend, love her to death. But yes, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed my brief overlay of my story, or of my life. If you want me to go into further detail about any of these topics, I can let you guys know. Even some dating advice. You trust me, guys. I have plenty of. After a year and a half almost of being in the same relationship, I can tell you what it takes to make a long relationship works, and seeing your parents' relationship of 17 years basically implode on itself. I know what it takes. So let me know what you guys think, what you want me to expand on, what you want to know more about, or if you just want me to tell you things that I haven't told you before, let me know, and we can make that happen. Like, subscribe, share, and I will see y'all on the next one. Peace out, everybody.